Hey, Boxy.
Yep. So I am currently recording. We're gonna go over this after, like, a couple sets, like, I'd say, like, 7.
Sounds good.
Crazy bloodbend.
Fuck! I parried that.
The insanely fast pepper exploding on your wall.
GG.
Jeez.
You win.
Okay, you can put stubborn on, just stubborn though.
I didn't realize you could change your name like that.
Yeah, it's on. If you change your name on Steam, it does that.
You win.
You can definitely see how much you've played on Pit. I can see a lot of Pit influence.
What's up?
I can see a lot of Pit influence.
You win. You win.
Poor positioning.
You win.
Damn. Walked in. Damn.
You win.
Super nice, right?
You lose.
Doing a little check right now. I'm lowering my pace so you can like breathe a bit more. I'm trying to check for a couple things.
Sounds good.
Interesting. Okay, so I'm noticing
You win.
your positioning is currently one of your weakest points. I was trying to stay around the edge of the past couple rounds and lower my pace to see if you'd try to take center, and then you just kind of stayed near the edge, which is...
I see.
Yeah, so I was even, like, trying to, like, push you towards the middle. Like, I was, like, dashing... Remember how I was, like, dashing really aggressively towards you right over there? I was trying to push you into the middle to see how well you do there. And then you got knocked out, and then you just kind of stayed back over there.
Yeah,
So,
I see.
Yeah, so... You really do need to work on your pace, which is really just a matter of someone rocks faster by practicing more. So,
Right.
So you can ask Agile. I made him like go in flatland and just do that for like 10 minutes at a time. But yeah, you don't look like you're overusing slingshots. You look like you're using them pretty decently. When you do use them, they're getting pretty good use. I'd say mainly just work on consistency for your poses. Try to up your pace, so every single time you hop on, or even if you have like 30, 45 spare minutes, I want you to like hop on, practice cube strupper, cube hold strupper, cube, wall dash hold strupper, stuff like that. Just practice putting as many rocks out really fast. And go as fast as you comfortably can. Don't like... and then miss every pose.
Sure.
As fast as you can comfortably hit every pose, and I want you to just like slowly, like, over time build that up, because currently your pace is a little bit slow for a meta-based playstyle, which is not necessarily bad. You can have lower pace in a meta playstyle if you play more like, if you play better pace and not faster pace. Have I ever explained to you the difference between those?
No, I don't think so.
Really now? Okay, they brought the finger tracks the eye thing. That's cool. Either way, so okay, so there are two aspects about pace. There's the pace speed, and then there's the pace like quality. I'd say like the weight between pace speed and quality is like 60-40, or maybe even like 70.
I can't hear a word you're saying.
Okay, what about now? I'm back?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Cool. Yeah, so
I'll be able to listen back to it in the recording as well.
yeah, so there's a very big difference between pace quality and pace speed. Pace speed is like, you know, how fast you do the whole putting rocks out thing, right? But pace quality matters a lot more than what, like, how fast you can actually put the rocks out. I would say it's like 60-40 to maybe even like 70-30 in terms of like the importance of having better pace rather than faster pace. And what I mean by that is being able to, like, if you watch a lot of my gameplay, I've gone over this with you before, but not in this necessarily context, so let's say... yeah, that's good. So, the better pace is basically, trying to use what your pace is more efficiently. Doing what your opponent is, like, predicting what your opponent's going to be doing, already having sent a structure out to net zero that, and just, like, using the littlest amount of pace possible to get the same result. So, like, it's hard to explain, but I'll show you what I mean when we go over this recording. Just destroy this, I'll show you around with that. So I'm going to drop my pace down as low as it can, and you're going to go as fast as you can.
Yes, sir. Okay, well, doesn't help out.
That was a lot of self-hits, but
Yeah.
this mainly just comes through, like, game sense and, like, practical applications, but also doing a lot of VOD review. So, like, good way to test, like, practice this is to go into, like, higher level games. Not necessarily Meteorite, because that's, like, really advanced, but, like, maybe, like, Mithril Diamond about there. Watch the VODs, and then, like, every, like, couple of minutes, pause, and then guess from your POV, like, from the person's POV, what is my opponent going to do next? So, like, predict, like, okay, what structure are they going to summon? Where are they going to move? What are they going to do next? Like, oh, this structure's incoming, what are they going to do? Are they going to parry? Are they going to ground it? Are they going to try to RTS? Are they going to try to net 0 and not even apply to it at all? So, a lot of your, pace mainly just, like, goes, nowhere. It doesn't necessarily get through. That's the issue I'm seeing with you mainly, and that is not your fault. It's just, like, it comes with, like, time and just refinement, unless you're fucking Dino Bomber, I guess. I don't know, he's a freak, I don't know. Either way, whenever you play, try to lower your pace to, like, the lowest it can go while still winning your matches. So, like, try to predict, like, okay, so this opponent is very wall heavy, right? So let's say they're kind of like me, they're very wall heavy, very dash back and forthy. If they're using a lot of strupper walls, it's like a cube straight, wall hold straight, but any really grounded structure like that pretty easily shuts it down, and having good pace efficiency comes from knowing what your opponent will do next, already having a counter to that, and then using, again, littlest pace, highest efficiency. It's, again, hard to explain. I'm terrible explaining this, but you get the idea.
Sense.
You get the idea.
Yeah, the main takeaway I'm getting from that is like the two things of pace. One, you have speed. One, you have it's not. I wouldn't just call it another aspect of pace. It feels just more like efficiency of your moves to me, which helps with pace, I guess.
Yes, it definitely does.
Pace, I guess.
Like, the difference between me and Delay shows this very well. I have double Delay speed, but he has much better efficiency than I do. He's in Meteorite. I would die in Meteorite. I would die instantly. So, I'm in Diamond, which is, you know, one below Meteorite, but at the same time, there's still such a huge skill gap that if I went in Meteorite, I'd instantly move back down to Diamond. Even though I do have double his pace.
I want to ask, you were saying, like, over-relying on hold strupper?
Yeah, so slingshots. Slingshots can be definitely a very big issue. So, they are good in moderation. The issue is because it's so much slower than... So basically, when you're only using... I saw an issue, like this with, was it Dino? Maybe? It was someone.
What was its name? What was his name?
I forgot. It was someone. But they, were definitely... Oh, it was Anti. Yeah, Anti-Disc out from Terranism. He's, like, 17k. He was incredibly reliant on slingshots, and his pace would just... It tanked because of it. Because, sure, the whole struppers, they go fast, they go far, right? But they take a very long time to do, and if your opponent is good at playing, good at playing against that, you won't be able to get anything through, because it'll get net 0 very fast, and you don't have the pressure, because an important aspect of meta play is maintaining that pressure advantage to snowball them into the wrong decisions until they die, you know? So, slingshots are best for following up or creating openings, but they're not good for maintaining pressure. And you'll notice a lot of the time I'm using, like, ungrounded structures, like just regular cube strupper or wall strupper a lot of times, because it's so much faster than using a slingshot. Because a lot of the time, at, like, let's say it's, like, that distance, right? This is about average distance I play from. A strupper, like a whole strupper, is gonna get there, like, too much faster than just, like, a regular strupper cut. It's going about the same speed. regular strapper comes out a lot faster unless you maintain that advantage.
I see.
So
Yeah, that makes sense.
remember, slingshots create openings and then follow up because it's fast. It can go further. Makes sense for following up. But like if it's just general net zero play, you want to be using less slingshots because you're putting less structures out, and therefore you can get overwhelmed easily by someone who has higher pace. That lets them get one structure in, then two, then three, and then, you know. So,
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
I don't necessarily notice that, but it's definitely something to keep in mind. Okay, I'm gonna stop this recording. Boo, 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 boo.